What's up, guys? So, target customer, it obviously can vary, but what I do see a lot of times in our industry, nobody really has a target customer, right? As I put, don't be the broker with the mindset of if the company ships, it's going in my pipeline, right? So, just because a company ships does not mean it's a qualified opportunity for you. Again, whatever a qualified opportunity is for you, you got to figure that out. But for an example, let's start with how I started even in my career. A qualified opportunity for me was, well, let me backtrack. So we didn't have anything. We don't even have a pipeline, right? We needed to go out and find companies that fit our target customer, right? So a target customer for me at that point was bare minimum. We'll stick with, with freight. Bare minimum, it was they had to spend at least $1,000 a week in LTL or even full truckload. Had to be, that was the bare minimum. Still, again, if I was out there in hitting doors and came across a company that all I got information was they spend $1,000 a week, that was going as need to qualify. It wasn't going into my funnel of qualified opportunities to where I'm actually trying to book those meetings. Because what do I have? I have they spend $1,000 a week. I have nothing else I can bring to the table. So you have, my rule of thumb was to have at least one or two challenges I uncovered in that company, whether they knew they had them or not, that I could solve. That was going to bring a real true value add to that company outside of just being a cheap freight rate. So again, find your target customer, know who that is, whatever that may be. And again, whether you're trying to, switch from transactional or you're looking to be a little bit more strategic, or even if you're transactional, you should still have a target customer in your head of what's a target customer. And you should still be able to bring value adds outside of a price, outside of a being nice, outside of just saying, hey, we believe in relationships matter. Well, that shit is for the birds. Like, yes, relationships matter, but think about your own true life. Like, what people need to bring value to you. You ever get those friends that are like, relationships matter? Then they're just that person, right? You don't rely on them. You don't see yourself calling on them when shit gets rough. You call them because when no one's around, when you got nothing to do, right? So you want to be a true value add, and being a value and truly bringing value. Value differs from multiple people, but again, more times than not, however you look at it, bringing value to someone is not just a cheap freight rate or doing the must be's. Doing the must, because there's people like me out there that do the must be's and bring value, right? So again, bring some value, find your target customer, qualify those, make sure you're qualifying them, then you can go set that meeting. Next slide, it's a little longer. I go over a couple cool things in LinkedIn Navigator that I have discovered to be able to pull mass lists of that. Once you find that target customer, where you can pull it from, zip code, revenue, all of that stuff. And then it just gives you a mass list of the companies to call in that fit that criteria, where you can start calling on them and figuring out if those are going into not a good opportunity, or they're going into that bucket of qualified opportunity to the next step where you could actually start calling on those accounts to set meetings. So I'll see you guys on the next chapter. Hey, and remember, be a resource, not an order taker. Peace, guys.